What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I had, again, a bunch of different videos already planned. I have a video about the cheating situation within, Black Ops 6 here, how the anti-cheat isn't doing too hot. I have a video about the skill-based damage. I have a video about just a lot of different things planned. But sadly, once again, I have to push them back. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that nothing else hot really drops, so those videos can come out because they're really good videos. I put a lot of time and effort into them, so I want them to be seen. But I have to push them aside to put forward this topic here because it's something that I am very passionate about. And honestly, I am pretty salty that Activision is going the extra steps to kind of cement this new style into the Call of Duty franchise. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys are interested, I got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right here over on Twitter from Charlie Intel, one of the new loading screen customization options added to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 with Season 1 Reloaded appears to be an AI-created image, as the zombie in the image has 6 fingers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a full-screen image here that I picked up, obviously, when I loaded it into the game so you can see it nice and big. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on the zombie's right hand, well, while we're looking at it on the left, but technically the right hand, you can see 2, 4, 5, and oh, what is that thumb right there? That would be the 6th finger right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a lot of people are trying to defend this, saying, it's a zombie. No. Sorry, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this was 1010% AI generated. And sadly, whoever was supposed to polish this off didn't do too phenomenal of a job doing so. And even if you zoom in on the right side of the zombie's hand, or again, their left, the hand holding the present, you could just see that the pointer finger is just like, it's like a lump. It's not even an actual finger, right? You could totally tell that this was indeed AI generated. And the job of a lot of the people putting this stuff together is to polish it. And the reason that a lot of people are not second guessing any of this stuff is because indeed Activision has been actively hiring people who know how to work with AI generating tools. It's been in the job listing, list for ages now. For all of these different titles that are coming out here, that is one of the number one things that Activision is indeed hiring for. This really bums me out. Now, again, I can see where people don't really give a crap because, it's just a calling card, right? Or emblems or something of that sort. But to me personally, this is the beginning of something much, much worse. Again, guys, when I view games, I view it as an art, right? That's what a lot of these games are to me. It's why I love following a lot of indie developed games that are put together by 2, 3, 4 people, not big, massive development teams that have, millions of dollars, probably even more, hundreds of millions in budget. No, none of that noise. I love following these small indie teams because you can see the passion from the team, right? You can see their artistic vision for their games, and you get to follow that and you get to enjoy that. Once AI is implemented, it takes all the life out of the creative cycle of these developers because it's no longer a human being that's putting this stuff together and using their imagination. It's now an AI generating tool that is putting out this content, and human beings aren't using their artistic vision, anymore. They're simply polishing off the AI's work. I don't like that. Again, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but in my viewpoint, I just don't think that this is the way that games should be handled. And it makes me really think about the future of what gaming is going to hold. Now, personally, I don't really think anything else is AI generated within these Call of Duty games, besides, maybe some of these calling cards, emblems, maybe potentially a skin here or there, but I don't really think too many are. I think a lot of the time it comes down to, actual humans making that stuff. But as AI improves, as AI evolves, it will be able to handle these tasks, things like making full body suits for the characters, operator skins, putting together really solid map designs, As time evolves, I can 110% see companies that are scummy, cheap, and lazy like Activision to pick this up further and further to, of course, reduce how much they have to spend on actual developers. And that is where the biggest problem lies. Activision no longer gives a crap about the human touch of these games anymore. All they care about is saving money. This right here is going to make people lose their jobs because they are no longer going to require people to put together these art pieces. All they're going to need is a small team of individuals who will review all the AI work and then polish it off afterwards. And to me personally, that is absolutely crazy. I mean, really think about it. For a small team, like an indie team, I could see them stepping out and saying, oh, we really need to have AI because we don't have that much manpower. We don't have that much money. So we're going to have to generate some stuff so we can, have more time for us to actually develop the game. I could see a small team wanting to take advantage of this. But a massive corporation like Activision, who got purchased out by Microsoft, worth billions of dollars? I'm sorry. Again, I want you guys to share your opinions down below because everybody's opinion is valid. And if you guys can tell me why you think a massive corporation would need tools like this, then by all means. But in my opinion, how I view it, a large company like that does not need AI tools because they're not in the deep. They're not in the craps like a indie development team where they have to rush out stuff and have some AI put together the artwork so they can hyper-focus developing the game and coding, which they never do. That's the funniest part about it. Even though small teams will benefit from this more than an actual group like Activision or Microsoft, they still don't do it because they understand the passion behind the games. Indie teams understand the passion and the art of what a game is all about, so they don't do it. But a massive company like Microsoft and Activision, I mean, they have the money to hire talented developers to put together art. I don't see why we need, AI to do this. We have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of devs working on these Call of Duty games. I mean, shoot, back in the day, you might see like 3-4 people working on a COD game. You load up a Call of Duty game now, and they list you like 50 different companies that are working on this game, right? It's a lot of people all working on these games. I don't see why, with all that manpower, we can't put together original concepts, why we need AI to do a lot of the work and then polish it all from there. To me, it's very scummy, disgusting business practices. And I do want to mention a little something else as well. It's not about the AI generated images or anything like that, but it's about these events. Now, again, this is all personal preference, so if you guys share a different opinion, let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel. But when it comes to a lot of these images here, they just, let's be honest here. Do we really want this stuff out of events? As you can see, as I'm panning through all of this content, I'll be honest, the only thing I can ever imagine myself using is probably the weapon charm of it's a little snowball or something. I like that. I mean, I like that. That's pretty cool. But everything else is pointless. I mean, you get yourself a double weapon XP, a regular double XP. But who is going to be using the stickers, the calling cards, the emblems, right? I don't think Activision understands why we enjoyed grinding out, calling cards and emblems back in the day. Back in the day, they had a meaning behind them. It wasn't necessarily because they looked really fancy or looked really cool. It was more so the challenge to obtain such a calling card to represent on your account. Don't get me wrong, some of these do look cool, but am I going to use them? Probably not. And 9 times out of 10, the majority of people are playing this game are probably going to stick to the calling cards that were really hard to earn because it took them a lot of time. And they're not going to put on a calling card that took them 5 seconds to go ahead and obtain here. I'll be real. I genuinely think that the calling cards and emblems need to be changed out sometime in the future. Whether it's this Call of Duty game, the next Call of Duty game, next season, the next event, I don't know. But I think they should be replaced with skins, operator skins, weapon charms, weapon skins, things that people will actually use. I can't tell you the last time I saw a decal on someone's weapon. I really cannot. I mean, I used them a little bit during Modern Warfare 2 2022. But I'm being serious. How many times do you see a decal on someone's gun? Not a weapon charm, the decal, the stickers that you could put on your weapon. How many times do you see anybody rocking any of the emblems or any of the calling cards that you can unlock in a lot of these events over the emblems and calling cards that they earned and worked hard for? Barely ever. Non-existent. I think that a lot of these events would be more entertaining and they would feel more fun if there were skins behind them. And they don't have to be insane skins because I get it. They don't want people unlocking the coolest of the cool things in an event because they want people to cough up money in their store. As scummy as that sounds, at the end of the day, they're a business. Even though we're paying $70 to $100 for the game itself, you would think that they would give us some cool free content that's skin-wise throughout the whole life cycle of the game, but No, again, they're a business. They want to make money, so they're not going to give us the best of the best throughout these events so we don't cough up money in the actual store itself. But even if they're non-animated skins, just give us some, plain skins. They don't have to be animated. They don't have to have tracer packs. Just give us things that are more useful. Even if they gave us like a weapon skin that was like, Christmas packaging, right? Like that would be cool. It wouldn't be animated. It wouldn't be flashy, but I would totally, rock during the holiday season, a weapon skin that was like kind of like Christmas packaging, or, like a Christmas tree type thing, or, a few snowflakes scattered across the gun, anything. I would take any basic camo over all of these pointless emblems. It always feels like there's a bunch of filler. A lot of these events, even the battle pass, there's like 2-3 things that might be worth your time every single time. And then there's like 10 plus things that are always filler. Things that you will never look at, things that you will never consider putting on, but they're just there to make the event look quote unquote beefy, when in reality it's not beefy. There's like 2 things that are going to be worth your time, but they want to make it look like it's actually a crap ton of stuff. Like, again, especially if they're abusing AI so much, I don't see why there's any excuse for them not being able to put forward better unlocks throughout these systems. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you all so much for tuning into this video. As always, if you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I am up and live over on Twitch Monday through Saturday, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, you can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.